Okay. So the relationship here between, having looked at Zizek now, between the gunner and the Secretary of Defense, Donald Rumsfeld, one of the most cynical, manipulative politicians that there was to come out of a group of cynical, manipulative politicians. I mean, if ever there was a group, boy, this was the group. Well, one of them basically does his job. That's the soldier. And the other one takes the innocent, the soldier, for a complete ride. And that's Rumsfeld. So, and I've talked at some length about Rumsfeld before. And for Clay as well, there's this awareness that they're fighting what is often called a lifestyle war. That is, they've gone to war in Iraq and Afghanistan, in this case Iraq, not to protect the homeland, but to make sure that we can go shopping, basically. So it's a lifestyle war. So he's talking about his dog here. The narrator's talking about his dog. I wanted Vicar around, but I couldn't bear to look at him. I guess that's why I let Cheryl drag me out of the house that weekend. We took my combat pay and did a lot of shopping, which is how America fights back against the terrorists. I guess. Wonderful. This is page 48. And when you've been in a war zone, although this was a little different, generally there wasn't any place to spend your money. I mean, you were making money. The Army was paying small amounts of money each month. It is a job. But then, so the money's building up. And then when you get home, if you're in combat, you get extra money. When you get home, it's been banked, basically. So there are these sort of spending sprees that soldiers and their wives or partners can go on. Also husbands, because it may very well be that the soldier is a woman and that the husband has been staying at home, taking care of the kids, or just staying at home. And so the direct reference here is that after 9/11 and the bombing of the Twin Towers, Bush was sort of misquoted as saying to people that they should go shopping. And in fact, it was written by a columnist who sort of summed up Bush's position. But later on, when Bush was asked about it, he said, no, that's not unreasonable. Yeah, I was saying go shopping. In other words, go and have a normal life. We just had these 2 towers come down. I want Americans to know they're safe. Go out into the community and go to the mall and go shopping. So this is... So the idea was, I mean, for most of us, we were like, what is this? This is crazy. The way you make America strong, or any place strong, is not to go shopping. But from the viewpoint of this particular group of politicians and their understanding of, say, economics and the way the economy worked, this is exactly the thing to do. You get attacked, go make the consumer engine turn over faster. So this... This soldier, it's like, which is exactly how America fights back against the terrorists. We went shopping. So, in the case of Buzzell's detached vet, he only finally recalls his enormous rage that has fueled the whole incident of the story. This is on Buzzell, page 103. He says, the Haji dude behind the counter kept telling me they didn't do supersize. I kept arguing with him, then finally got my food and smashed my Coke all over the floor and shouted, fuck this shit. Then it had this weird part, the dream, where I stumbled out of the in and out while everybody else in line just stared at me. And it was just like when I got back from Iraq. And there was the same line of staring faces saying, welcome home. So the character is living in this blurred environment where there is no difference between a line of people welcoming him home and a line of people who are sort of waiting their turn at a fast food place. And then he has this dream hallucination of committing this violent act, which he's completely blacked out. He has no memory of it whatsoever. So like maybe the war was like that.